People say your country has been reunited again. But apparently the one who's now ruling it is a monster. He burns down temples and crucifies priests. That's insane, isn't it?
Okay, what time are we at? Like, what quest
Walk blessed, my sir.
is it at? Are you in the wall? Are you okay there, bud? Would you like me to... Okay, my character's not sprinting for some odd reason. Either that or he's so in the wall he can't do anything. Okay, where's the guild master? Ooh. Well, I don't know where he is. I stole his spell tome. And I already know the spell. So, yeah. Ooh, spare parts. Nice. What's that? Oh, that's you. I think you might want to get checked out there, bud. Okay, where is he? Oh. I can...
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
Hi. Oh, okay. Hi. Ooh, barrels.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly.
Sure. Sure, what is this about?
Look for yourself.
Well, this is a basket. What am I supposed to be looking at? These are on... Wait. Is it because his candles are lit?
I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him?
Should I?
He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodes was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the other, do you remember him?
Am I... Really? That's... made you dislike him? That made you...
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna skip
Sorry
it.
I don't have better news.
There you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming so quick. Look for yourself.
Basket? No, okay. Okay, I'm saving here. A lot of good stuff here. Alchemy expert? Bro, yes. Okay.
Yes?
Well, I'm here.
Rhodes Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him?
I'm afraid not, sorry.
He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodes was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path.
You just need to know a lot about him. How's that? So that he was important to you.
He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands.
Sorry for your loss, but why did you tell me?
Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. Yes?
Huh?
We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses.
Why is it saying I can talk to him?
Traces of Chilean poison.
Those assassins was petrified were the ones who ambushed the caravan. I saw it.
The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. But in the end, they are weapons, tools. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, who sent them?
Seriously, headphones? So you think the Blue Islands Coalition has something to do with the ambush? That woman, Anetez.
You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Chileans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala?
Can you, like, have longer dialogue, please? I think so. It's a relic, isn't it? A talisman apparently crafted by the Lightborn Morala herself.
The goddess of Chile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself, and at that time, one of the richest men on Ven.
But now the Chileans are here, so does that mean the Golden Sickle owns his idol now?
Yes. I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Chilean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us.
Alright, what kind of sum are we talking about here?
A big one. Let's leave it at that.
And you agreed? That is what Anellis is here for?
It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Chileans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And, of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money.
Certain expenses?
Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecari, the pest house, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it, and with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon.
It's worth the apothecary in the Undercity, but what do you gain from that?
We do our duty. That the sickle respects the righteous path is not just some dull phrase. And from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Enderal's future shall be woven rest in your hands. Book 12, verse 93. Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole.
But why help in the Undercity? Because of Rhodus?
Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all.
In other words, the reason you've made this deal with the Chileans is so you don't have to shut down the pest house.
Yes.
I thought that is generous. Doesn't sound like something a merchant would do. And am I right to assume that this caravan carried the Carabas?
You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodus. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then...
If the Chileans really are behind this, do you really think they would simply steal the idol and use Chilean poison? That would be way too obvious. true.
You're right, but we have to be sure.
Oh, I thought he was going to dislike that. I'm like, I'm just stating the obvious. That would be really weird. So what are you planning on doing? This apothecarius said something about samples?
Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville.
Okay.
Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous.
Okay. Sure.
That's an admirable attitude. Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still, not a single word to the Kalayans, understood? Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove, disastrous. Good luck, Protector.
Okay. Oh. It does tell you where it is. Okay. Cool. About this Rhodas.
What about him?
What exactly was your relationship with him?
My relationship? What do you mean by that?
Well, you don't have a wife, do you? No. But really got to you. Was he some kind of substitute son for you?
Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But truth be told, it's a welcome change from all those bootlickers who I usually deal with. Rhodas, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong. Hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage. And for some reason, they all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it.
Oh, okay.
When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, it is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way, he was the living proof that virtue and true path abidingness are not tied to condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently, and he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's like some kind of truck outside moving, so and it's making really loud noises. So I'm trying to keep that out. Alright. So I don't think we're going to be able to do this since it's all hard level stuff. Does it give me the location for all 3 areas? No. Well, great. So it's in Golden for it does have the areas. Okay. Oh no. It's all high level stuff. It's all high level stuff, man. I mean, we might be able to get that, but like the Powder Desert thing, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us. I don't think we can do anything else. Oh yeah, okay, this thing, yeah. Yeah, so we can't do that one either because it's too high level. Same idea with that one. I want to see it. Where's this one located? Oh, yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah, I can't go here. It's way too high level. Alright, what about other locations? No, we gotta wait for that one. We can kill Pack next time. I think the best idea would be to... Yeah, I think the best thing I could do is start doing the main story again. There's not much else I can do. As sad as it is, there's not much I can do. Where is this located? Oh, that's not too bad. I can go from this area and do it. Okay, yeah. So we'll do this, and then we'll start doing the main story again, and then that'll be it. So, yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for some more Enderal Forgotten Stories.